Hello, my name is Joyce Umuhire, and I'm a Kepler student. I'm majoring in Bachelor of Arts in Healthcare Management with the concentration of Global Perspective. So today I'm going to talk about the research I'm conducting in Muzizi High School, Rukari Sector, Kayonza District in Eastern Province. The topic I'll be conducting is contribution of inclusive education strategies to the reduction of high school dropout rate in secondary school. So the problem statement or the problem is, over the past 2 decades, the government of Rwanda has been trying significantly to invest in any ways to improve the quality and the coverage of primary and secondary school education. That's where the national school meal were established, the 9-year basic education, and other constructive driven like building and school were established to make sure that there was a good quality education that was given to all students. So most children are likely to drop out when they're transferring from primary to secondary school. And according to the Ministry of Education, in 2014, school dropout in high school was 20.9%. In 2016, it was at 8.1%, and recently it's at 8%, and the government of Rwanda is trying everything to make it 1% in 2024 as its plan. So students were involved in different skills training to make sure that there is effective and inclusive strategies to help them reduce the school dropout. They include social issues like positive relationship with teachers and instructional time counseling to promote the feeling of the school or psychological development. This is with the fact that in 1917, in USC provided the funding vocation guidance programs, and they placed first counseling in schools, and this counseling are established in different schools. However, still school dropout is still a problem in most of the schools. So with that problem statement, my research is to conduct or evaluate the contribution of inclusive education strategies to the reduction of school dropout rate in secondary school. Like I said, I'll be studying or conducting my research in Muzizi High School, Rukari Sector. My hypothesis is establishment of inclusive education strategies in schools reduces the high rate of dropout of students in high school. So what are my objectives, or what are my general objectives? My objective is to evaluate the contribution of inclusive strategies to the reduction of school dropout in secondary school. The specific objectives I'll be dealing with or using while I'm conducting this research is to identify inclusive evaluation of strategies used at Muzizi Secondary School, examining the contribution of inclusive strategies used at Muzizi again, and evaluating the factors that lead to the high school dropout at Muzizi, and finally assessing how much each strategy is used to reduce high school dropout at Muzizi High School. So I've been conducting different researches to make sure that I match with my specific objective, and some of the researches I found were like according to the National Dropout Prevention, it identified that there are 15 effective strategies that can be used in reducing school dropout. So talking of the few, there is foundation strategies, there is early intervention, basic care strategies, managing and improving strategies. On my case study, I'll be evaluating the high school students' challenges. Some of the challenges I came upon were adjustment of new learning environment, depression, there is rational issues, and others issues that can lead to students dropout, like socializing, extra curriculum, and child transferring from primary to high school. So what are the factors that contribute to the high school rate dropout? I made different research and I came up with a few. According to the web solutions, family factors are the basic factors that lead to school dropout. We have pregnancy, child abuse, you have poverty, and also demographic factors. So according to the K-12 academics, and the social risk factors also contribute to the school dropout of high school in secondary school. They include the likelihood of the school difficulties, which might lead to school dropout at a high level. Also, there are some findings that according to K-12 academics, it said that 5.1 of white students drop out, 8 for the black people, 15.1 for the Hispanic students, and 4.2 for the Asian students, which show that teens drop out because of the demographic factors, which plays a big role in the dropout of the students. Finally, there are other factors that lead to high school dropout, which are academic risk factors. These are essential factors that lead to school dropout. For instance, there is school curriculum. It might be difficult for students to adapt. And then there is increase of school dropout. The size of the school can lead to students drop out because they don't have that counseling, they don't have enough time to interact with the teachers, and also finally students' performance. If I'm performing badly or poorly, I'm likely to drop out than a student who excelling and who is happy to maybe leave one class to another because he's performing well. So my study area, like I said, it is in Umuhire Secondary School, Rukara Sector, Kanza District, and the school is composed of 999 students, but I will conduct few of them who are 277 students, and I'm going to use some study design like descriptive and case study. My sampling techniques will be convenient and sampling. So the data collection methods I will use, there is interview, I will interview them, I use observation, I use even some focus groups to make sure I collect the correct data that is going to match with the thesis that I've made in the research. So the ethical consideration I make before going to the research, I make sure I have a recommendation from Kepler. I make sure that I make the students read the instruction before they circle or before they interact with the questionnaire. I make sure that I explain every single thing to know that they're going to interact and they're going to know what they're doing. And finally, if they have any problem, like concerning of the names I'll be using, I'll explain that this is a school or academic study. It's not going to be used anywhere. All these are going to help me interact well, and are going to help me find my data in a way that is effective. So thank you. That was my research topic. Thank you so much.